home to one of the most storied programs in college football, and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Penn State Nittany Lions taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Humphreys. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the end around to start the drive. That'll get them thinking. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important to get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Quickly to the tight end.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
power football with the run. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He'll run it again. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. He looks that one in nicely. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the 1st.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. The Wolverines get it past the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Try to get it to the edge. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Quickly out for the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there fat.
Touchdown, Wolverine! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football, and they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So the 16-play drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the tailback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Pulled down for the tackle.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They want to just keep throwing it. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. To throw, it's Jenkins. On target. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Now on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And this will be caught at the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Got his man quickly. Flying the friendly skies. Touchdown, Michigan. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer ones.
They'll leave it with him. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the play.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Pickup of 5. Good enough for first down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Michigan 14, Penn State.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to the run. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're working that left side. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on it.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
In other schools around the country,
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to move it through the air. Runs through the tackle. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. It's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And they'll pass on the 50-yard field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down from the 33. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his tight end. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot.
Intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Dances away from the heat. He'll throw it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Getting deep in the third quarter here. Clock stopped with 1.5 minutes to go. The give to the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And they get a sack there from the linebacker position. There you have it, linebacker U. This is Penn State defense as we know it. LeVar Arrington, Micah Parsons, Navarro Bowman, Sean Lee. Every year it seems like they're pumping another dude into the NFL, and this guy has a chance to be the next one.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
Timeout, Penn State.
And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Penn State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full account.
He's got it down the left side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets them up. 1st and 10 from the 36. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Jenkins. He's got it. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
Lining up to add another. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to South Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Back open in the middle. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events.
All right, let's go return, guys. You've got to do a better job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard runs at you. They're coming in with a big head of steam. You're not making a miss. You've got to have 2 hands on the ball.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Jenkins. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
They go right back to him. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. Defense backed up in this crowd trying to will them to get a big stop late. Give to the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll go to the toss. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Leaves it with the running back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights right down the middle. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have a choice. I trust my offense. I make the plays I know I can make. I watch the clock, but I stay aggressive.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. And that is how we will wrap this one up. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.